So my name's Tanika Sgherza. I studied a Bachelor of Science. I double majored in psychological science and psychology and society, and I graduated in 2020 with first class honours in psychology. So I always kind of viewed honours as that end goal after undergrad, and I always strive towards doing it. It was always something that I wanted to achieve, and I kind of viewed it as the next step in my education and in my career. And I was really looking forward to being a bit more of an independent learner at uni and really challenging myself with honours. So I selected Kristen because she was new at the university, and I was really fascinated by all of the research that she had done in the US. She's really an expert in her field of mindfulness and emotions in general, and I really wanted to learn from her, and she seemed really lovely, so I put her as my first preference and thankfully got allocated to her. So initially, when I was looking at doing honours, I was really quite intimidated by the thought of the workload and how stressful it was going to be and how intense I had heard it was going to be. So I made the decision pretty last minute to go part-time and do my units in the first year and then my thesis in the second year, which really kind of helped me to overcome that challenge and that nervousness about it. But that meant that I did my thesis in 2020, which was obviously when COVID happened, and that was such an unexpected and challenging thing to deal with in what was already such a stressful and pressure-filled year. So I had to learn a lot of new analyses and write my whole thesis from home, basically, which was really daunting, and that was really challenging to adapt to try and change your mindset with that. Aside from all of the research skills, you obviously learn so much about your writing and analysing skills, statistic skills. I think I learned a lot about myself in terms of overcoming all of those obstacles and challenges that you face throughout the year or two that you do it. I kind of learned that I'm capable of whatever I put my mind to, and I can really carry that through to other different challenges that I face. I think that was my biggest learning. Yeah, there definitely were very stressful times. I found that making a really detailed plan at the beginning was really helpful for me. So I kind of set out all of the deadlines and things I wanted to accomplish, and then wrote down all of the little things that need to get done and kind of scheduled them out for myself. But in saying that, I kind of overscheduled. So I'd give myself more time than what I probably actually would need to account for those days where, you know, you're so stressed out, you're not understanding anything, it's just not happening, you're not getting anything done. And I would just kind of accept that those days were happening, and I'd give myself the day off, do whatever I needed to do just to take care of myself. And I found that really helped with producing my best work and helping me feel well sort of throughout the year or two. And that obviously helped being part-time. It took that time pressure off as well. I think so. I studied really hard throughout my undergrad and did the best that I could, and I think that it paid off. I got into honours like I wanted to, and I also got allocated to my first preference. So yeah, I think so. I would say think about the project you want to do and kind of pick the supervisor that aligns most with your interests. I found was really helpful. But in saying that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and that's okay. You can kind of get through it like that. And I think for honours students that are just starting off, know that it's okay to feel like you don't know what you're doing half the time, and that you don't understand what's being taught to you, because you come to learn that a lot of other honours students are feeling that exact same way, or a lot of other people just in their life are feeling that way. So kind of take it as an opportunity just to learn from whatever experiences come up for you. I think I would definitely do it all again because you learn so much from the experience and it just brings you so many opportunities. Well, it's brought me so many opportunities. I now work full-time in research and I'm looking at getting my thesis published, which is really exciting. And I'm also attending my first conference next month. So it's pretty crazy how it can all change in just a year from doing honours. So if all of those opportunities came again, I would definitely do it again. And I'm planning to do it again. I'm planning to do my PhD next year as well. I think in terms of what I would do differently is probably speak to lots of other students more. You can kind of get tunnel vision of just your project and it gets a little bit competitive, but I think reaching out to other students who are going through the exact same thing is super important and super helpful. And it wasn't something that I did until the end, sort of when we all got together at the conference and you realise you're all doing the same thing. But I think having that support with people going through the same thing is something that I would do differently. So in 5 years, I'll hopefully be finishing up my PhD and graduating from that. I'm really keen to just continue in a career path in research and see where it takes me, whether that be teaching at a university, researching in different institutions, or working in the healthcare system. I really just want to use my research skills and knowledge that I gain just to help other people in that way.